And we go. Yeah, we're recording.
Funny story number one happened at the tail end of our vacation. If any of you have teenagers who drive, this will be funnier or scarier, depends on your viewpoint. On the way home from California, my daughter begged and begged and begged, and I finally let her drive. Just as we got out of Los Angeles, we switched. I said, keep 2 or 3 car lengths of vehicle between us and everybody else, and I'll be fine. She did this for about 20 minutes. I fell asleep. I can usually fall asleep in cars. According to my children, it was about an hour and a half later of snoring that my 16-year-old daughter said very quietly, "Oh shit." Alarm. I look out the side window. It's raining cats and dogs. I look over at the dashboard. It says 80 miles an hour. I look out the front window and there's a semi coming at us very, very quickly. 2 things happened. 1, I was now very awake. And 2, I realized in that second there wasn't a damn thing I could do besides pray and just hope I had taught her well enough to do what she needed to do. She hit the brakes, only slightly slid. We got kind of close to the other semi. And the first thing she does when she comes to a stop and she knows everything is secured is look back at me and go, "I got it."
Oh, that's fucking good.
Oh, I love that so much.
Wait, she said got it?
Also known as the teenager I know.
Yep.
But did you die?
Exactly.
Did you let her keep driving?
I was wide awake the rest of the trip, but yes, I definitely let her keep driving.
Did you while stopped and everything, did you change your shorts?
Didn't have the chance.
That's a stinky car ride home, I'm just saying.
You said there was a second one?
My entire family accused me of being overly geeky, shy, that when it was around Star Wars and things like that, that I was way too shy for my own good. Just because I didn't feel like harassing people the first day I was there does not make me shy, but they didn't understand this. So on the second day, having provoked the bear and my ego, I decided to harass, harangue, and talk to every single character that we came across, every single one that I saw. And I don't know if it's going to show up on this phone or not. I think I'm probably going to have the same problem that Kiddo had, but I'm going to try anyway. When William says he's going to do his best.
Yeah, it's covered up mostly.
Is that?
You could throw it in
Send it.
Send
Discord.
to the Discord.
Yeah.
Not only did I get to shake this man's hand, get underscore D&D, right?
That's a Slack channel.
Yeah.
You want the Discord.
Yeah, you want the Discord.
Well, that's in there. And not only did you get to shake his hand, but you got to say your helmet's too big.
That was the second time he shook my hand.
That's awesome. Wow.
I
I
turned
love your
around.
shirt.
Oh, you didn't even say the best shirt. Remember a while back I went to Empire Strips Back?
Yes.
About a third of the people there recognized the shirt I was wearing underneath that.
I don't know what GoDaddy racing hat you have on.
As far as I was told, that is a unique hat that was actually made because they thought Dale Earnhardt Jr. was going to be our driver, or was short-lived our driver, one or the other. But I've checked, And that's the only hat I've been able to find of that type so far. It actually came out of the Colorado site.
Wow.
Nice.
So I walked back over to my family. I told them very, very plainly, never tell me the odds. And I've raised them well. They all understood the joke. I've got about 50 more funny stories from that, but I'm going to space it out over the next few weeks. But that was it. That's all I wanted to share for right now. And I apologize for being late.
I cannot tell you how much I enjoy the pun about Star Wars and Space Out. Um, yeah, and no harm, no foul. You showed up. That's all I could ask for.
Say something. Oh, hold on. I need to. Damn it. Say something, William. There we go. Okay. Oh, God. Okay.
Nice, William.
Hmm.
That was that that was my birthday present from one of the wives.
Yeah, I believe that. Yes.
You know, I have to say, they must be really interesting people. Mostly because they chose to be around you all the time. Throw it out there.
I will 100%.
Jinx.
That was it.
I was like, did I just echo or did somebody else?
No, that was me. Yeah, we totally jinxed. Game time, game time, game time.
Yes, let's go ahead and start.
The game.
Okay. So where we left off, you had just defeated all of the bug creatures that were here inside of the trade district. Dadu had just finished fighting the Oni and was still down in the tunnel, right?
Yeah, though it was a bit ago. Heather has sent me a couple of potions so that
Yeah.
at some point I can take that and, you know, try to revive a meal as well.
Right.
Note to self, force feed them next time.
There's actually stats for an auto injector.
Oh.
We can go over that later.
That's
Anyway, though, and then Brooke, you had just arrived on scene and you were now in the middle of all of these townspeople that have been tied up and held prisoner.
Mhm.
This is the first time you've all seen each other since you left the Rotten's hideout. Things seem to have escalated. Okay, and we already made the check. Rather, Kelly already made the check to know what item it is that Brooke is holding. I guess we should start with you.
Okay. So this is River in my head talking to Iron Spine.
Okay.
Dude, what the fuck? Why teleport us into the middle of all these people? We could have hurt them in the process of taking out those creatures.
They were never part of the bargain.
They are to me.
That doesn't make any sense.
These people matter to me. This is my hometown. I know these people. I grew up with them.
They're a liability.
If we hurt them, there's no point in defeating Igor.
If we defeat Ivor, then none of this mattered to begin with.
What?
We can do whatever we want.
No, that's not what I want. I just want to save my town.
You can make a wisdom save.
Okay.
I'm sorry, a wisdom check. Make a wisdom check.
Okay, where do I click on that? I click on the little two,
Yeah,
the little -2.
yes.
No. No, I click on the dice. It's a
What?
D20, right?
No, you can just click on where your number is,
I did.
right here, like that.
The plus, I click on the 7?
There you go.
Oh. Oh,
Okay.
so that's a no.
I did the math on it when Ryan was here earlier, and the check you have to make is a 19.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 1. The dice on my screen is really tiny. So I thought that was a nat 1. That's why I said, oh, fuck. Sorry, excuse me. 5 is
You don't have to
wasn't as
apologize.
bad as I thought. I was like, great, -1. Fantastic job, River. Okay,
There are times that fuck is the right response.
it really was. Okay, when I fail the wisdom save,
Or wisdom check,
wisdom check,
correct.
then what happens?
So that means that right now you are trying to choose a path that would leave these people unharmed.
Mhm.
And Iron Spine is choosing a path where it's basically, it doesn't matter one way or the other whether or not they're harmed. So your check was to make the choice and you failed it. You can, however, force what you want, but you take psychic damage.
Right, okay. How close is everyone to me?
The closest party member or the closest person?
The party, how close are all of the party?
The
to me?
closest person to you is probably about 50 feet.
And how fast can I move?
Um,
Well, we're not in combat, so I don't have to like wait.
you don't
I can
necessarily
just
have to
say,
worry
"I
about
move
that,
here."
but for the sake of saying it, as long as you're holding on to Iron Spine, your movement speed is 60.
Okay. The closest person to me is 50 feet. Where is everybody else? Like, where's that cool map you had last time that showed me where everyone was? Do we
let's-
still have that?
I can see.
Because that would be incredibly helpful right now.
Question?
Is this it?
Hey.
There we go.
Fantastic. What's your question, William?
Did we retcon a little bit? Because technically I'd be the closest person to her last time I remember.
I'm in the middle of all those people.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
the
This is me.
the thing that you had asked to do was after I had already called game.
I'll still do it.
So I assumed that you were joking around.
I didn't know that would happen. I mean, that's something Amir would do.
I don't even remember what he asked. Him.
He wanted to run up and grab you.
Oh,
Oh, that was a
like
bad
hug
idea.
me
No,
or like tap?
High five.
he didn't define.
Well, oh, okay.
What I'm saying is it didn't happen though.
It didn't happen. Okay. Okay, so I'm there in the middle of all those people, and the 3 other dots on the page right now are Amir, Tonks,
Mhm.
and Dadu. Where
No,
is
that's Torch. Amir, Tonks, and Torch.
Torch?
Dat is where that X is where Dadu is.
Dadu,
He's down
okay.
inside the sub area in a tunnel with Emil.
Okay.
So you don't see him at all.
Okay, so I failed the wisdom save,
Correct.
and that pisses me the fuck off. And I go into a barbarian rage.
Okay, you still have to take the psychic damage.
I have to?
You have to.
Okay.
Because if you are trying to force this in any way, regardless of how you're doing it, you still have to take the psychic damage. But then your rage takes effect.
No, I'm not forcing it. I failed the save. I'm not trying to force him to do anything.
Correct.
And I'm pissed off that
Yes.
he keeps trying to force me to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
So I go into a rage. Do I still take psychic damage? That doesn't make sense. Because I'm not trying to force him to do anything. Like I tried to make a move, he pushed back,
Mhm.
and I stepped back. Like I'm not trying to push against him,
Mhm.
but now I'm angry.
No, you're right. Yeah, I suppose the way that stacks. Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay, So I go into a barbarian rage
Mhm.
and I run towards the party
Okay.
and I'm like, hey, everybody come here. So
Okay.
can I move myself or can you move me?
I don't know. I don't think anybody else has tried to move anybody.
Ooh. I can move the page, but not me. Okay.
So,
Anyway, I want to run to
like here,
here
here.
because that's closer to Dadu, and this is Tonks,
So
right?
like here.
Okay, and I want. Who is this? I'm yelling at you. Come with me, please.
This
Huddle
one,
up, folks.
this one right here is a mirror,
Okay.
and that's Torch, and that's Tonks.
Okay. So
So then you are down here in between Tonks and Torch. I wonder, can I color these? That did nothing. Never mind.
So, are y'all coming with me? Are you
Yes.
coming to me where I am? Okay.
Hey, can do this.
Yay. I want to be pink.
There, you're pink.
Excellent.
Anybody have any color preferences?
Green. Dibs on green.
Yeah, you're not on the map though.
You're in a hole. Dadu, you're in the hole.
I'm gonna go with that's what she said.
I can't.
That
even-
is
I
double
walked right
jeopardy.
into that, didn't I?
Oops.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody comes to me.
Yeah. Well, so you are calling everybody.
Yes.
So when you rage, all of your fur stands on end.
Mm-hmm.
You end up like your muscles are tense. It's not like you go Super Saiyan, you don't gain muscle mass, but
Right.
all of a sudden, like every muscle in your body is now tense.
Yeah.
And
No, I go into a rage personally regularly, so I fully understand what this feels like
yes.
from there.
But then this sort of wildcat river rushes across the field and calls everyone out.
Mm-hmm.
What are y'all gonna do?
I'm holding my weapon in a neutral stance, basically, just a half defense, half offense, and looking around for whatever danger she's trying to that she's pissed off at or she's warning us about.
Okay.
Okay. But are people coming to me so that we can huddle and talk about things? That's what I need. to
Yes,
Yes.
I'm coming to you. I'm gonna listen to what the angry kitty
like-
is saying.
know. Okay. So I want to know where they are before I start talking to them.
Mhm.
Are they next to me now?
Should I
Yeah,
move my thing?
if you can, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Cool.
That's what I was wondering, because I don't want to start explaining because I only have a minute.
I think it's gonna take my character a little bit of time to get to you.
That's okay.
Oh.
Everyone else can fill you in a minute, Dadu.
That's fine.
Okay. So all what y'all saw was me like angry and start running and say, everybody come here. Okay. Now we're all together. What is that?
Actually,
How long is that?
I had a question for clarification. I didn't hear from Emir. Are you going to move over with the rest of the group, or are you going to try and free the prisoners?
She called me over, so I'm gonna go over and stand next to her because it sounds like she's angry at something that she's in danger. So I'm gonna go stand next to her, but I'm not gonna be facing her. I'm gonna be facing out, looking for whatever danger she's talking about.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay. So how long does it take me to get from where I was to where I am and call them over? How much of my minute have I used?
Like, I don't know, 6 seconds.
Okay. So I have enough time.
Yeah.
6 minutes. Okay. I'm back in character. I need
Okay.
my ears. I should have brought my ears. Okay. I only have a minute, so just listen and this staff is trying to control what I'm doing. It wants to defeat Ivor just like we do, but it doesn't give two shits about this city. So I can only try to work with you all right now because I'm in a rage and it has no control over me right now. But y'all have to know that I want to take care of this city, even if the stupid spine is not letting me do that.
I believe you.
How do you need us to assist you?
I'm probably gonna need healing potions if I have to take damage from the spine to assert my will. And I just need y'all to like stick with me and help make sure that we work towards the goal of actually defeating Ivor and saving the city. Not just defeating Ivor, because that's what the spine wants.
Iron Spine.
Iron Spine.
If you
I'm
can
gonna
stay
holler
near,
out. Go ahead.
go ahead.
Dado, save me one of those potions.
I have more, right? Like I have more in the bag of holdings. I can hand out another round.
Yeah, I think you do. Let me take a look.
So that's one thing, and then I just need y'all to make sure that I don't like go off the rails and
Don't
Right.
let you hurt anybody.
yeah.
Depending on how much
Take care
control
of
you
you.
have, stay near me and your rolls will be higher. Your wisdom will be higher.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know.
Do you know how we get you free of this thing when you're done? Or is that for later?
I do. Because Iron Spine and I are telepathically connected.
And that's the minute.
Damn it.
Okay. But I did say that I know how to do it before you
Yes.
come.
So then what happens after the minute? Like when you stop raging, then what do we see? Like what is River? Is River like Deadeye,
So-
like silent type of thing, or
It's not like a zombie. Like the staff isn't in complete control. It's basically forcing her along. Think less like mind control and more like there's somebody behind her with a cattle prod. It's like you either move or I'm going to hurt you.
Mhm.
But what happens? So this is twofold. So as the rage subsides, River sort of her whole body sort of goes slack in the way that you might see like a marathon runner, just their entire body just immediately is now crumpled. And then it stands up straight as a board, hand gripping the staff so tightly that you can see her fist shaking. And frost is now beginning to work its way up her arm and across her shoulders. River, you can still communicate,
Mhm.
but all of a sudden this thing is back in control of what you can and can't do.
Yeah. So my minute ended.
Mhm.
I relax. I like come back. Okay, where was I? Yes, I do know how to destroy this thing once we defeat Ivor.
It's a bad plan.
Oh, that's in my head.
Uh-huh.
Okay. In my head, I'm gonna say, I don't give a fuck what you think about my plan. Let's just defeat Ivor and then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So, but out loud, I'm gonna say to everybody else, let's get these people untied and taken care of.
sounds good. I'm gonna go see if I can get Dado out of the hole. And Emil. Can I get a hand?
You now must make a wisdom check again.
Okay, but I'm right by William.
You are.
So what does that do for me? how do I reflect that in my roll? Do I just roll and then we manually
What
add?
are you giving, William?
As long as she's anywhere near me, she has a +1 to every one of her saving rolls.
This isn't a save. This is a check.
Oh,
My bad.
okay. So I'm just on my own here.
Right.
And this is because I said to them, we need to untie these people and get taken care of.
It's not preventing you from saying that, but that was your plan before and it opposed you before, and it is continuing to oppose you now.
Okay,
So you must either make the check or take damage if you're going to try it. Because otherwise, Iron Spine is taking you somewhere else.
they can all take care of these people.
Mhm.
Or some of them can stay and take care of these people, and if Ivor is making me go, I could go with someone else.
If Ivor is making her go, I'm gonna follow her while everybody else is handing or helping everyone out. So I handed potions to everybody, and I'm gonna keep following River since we know the staff is controlling her.
I might make my wisdom save. Check. Probably not.
Would-
But
I
Check.
do have a question.
Okay, hold on. There's lots of things going on at once.
Sorry.
go ahead, Heather, what's your question?
Okay.
I was just gonna ask if we can we like use like reverse psychology on this thing that's controlling her?
I don't know exactly what you mean, but if you're trying to say, can you convince it to work with you? Technically, yes. You can't hear it in any way. It is telepathically connected to River. However, it can hear you. It can see you. It can speak every single language River knows, plus several other ones. It has dark vision at 120 feet. It basically is just a really powerful monster.
Do I have dark vision?
When you are in possession of it, you can cast the spell Dark Vision.
So cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Never mind that this staff is killing you slowly. Really, really cool.
Well, there needs to be some perks.
What isn't
Silver
killing you
lining.
slowly?
So I need to make the wisdom check. And if I fail it, then I take psychic damage. If I don't do what it wants.
Correct.
So close.
Hey, that's a nat 20. There's no way to fail with a nat 20.
Oh.
Dang.
That's the thing, is that regardless of whether or
It's
not
rolling
there's a
ahead.
minus, whether there's a minus or a plus, a nat 1 and a nat 20 are both natural crits.
Beautiful. You did it.
I might pass a wisdom save with this motherfucker. Okay.
So yeah, basically, it's not just giving you a blind command here. You're saying that you want to help these people, and it is telling you the first thing we're going to do is we're going to kill the first floor of wizards. Once we've made our way through there, we'll be able to establish ourselves in the library and be able to take over the rest of the tower. Now go!
Right. And I'm like, actually, no. We're going to take care of these people, and then we're going to work with my team here to make a plan.
And it's sort of like angrily going along with you as though it has no choice, like a dog in a cage.
How
No,
long
wait,
does that
no,
last?
listen.
Hmm.
It can't stop you from doing what you want. It's just pissed off.
Okay. So then.
That 20 is going to give that to you for this entire scene. He is not in control of your choices.
Okay. So
Excellent.
let's take care of these people, and then let's make a plan. I'm telling the party that, like, I feel like I can do this.
Mhm.
I don't feel like he's pushing me in a certain direction right now. So let's do this.
Do we really need the staff?
No, in fact, I mean, not that you specifically know that, but canonically in the story so far, Ogrim just said that he wanted to get it someplace far away that Ivor couldn't get it. And then when they got there, River grabbed the staff. And then when River grabbed the staff wanted River again. But then Ogrim grabbed it, and then River grabbed it back. And here we are.
I mean, that's That's kind of what I'm alluding to. If we don't need it, can we go put it somewhere else? Can we realize that I'm talking out loud around the staff that might have a problem with this? So I'm going to go ahead and stay in the cart for a minute.
Success. It only took 2 years.
Okay, so River's gonna tell Amir, like, yeah, we could, I know how to destroy this thing and get rid of it. And we can do that, or we can use it to our advantage to defeat Ivor, and then we can do that. What?
Kind of have a non-use the cursed weapon kind of a thing, but it's the paladin in me. It's you know, it's me. I'm
Mhm.
different. Plus, we've been kicking ass without the damn thing.
Mhm.
Just want to let everybody know I took an entire page to note that Ymir finally said he would stay in the cart.
We need to put that on like the team calendar to recur every year. It's cart day.
Yes. Yes. March 18th is the anniversary.
March 19th.
March 19th.
March 19th.
The whole nother- oh, you're on spring break.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's 2 hours, not a whole day difference.
No, it's break brain. That's what that is.
But yeah, so you have full control.
Yeah. So Amir said how he feels about it.
Mhm.
What do you, the rest of y'all think? Do you think we should try to use this thing to our advantage, or should we try to get rid of it?
You are also fully aware of everything this staff can do because you have connection to everything that it has.
Right.
So you know all of this.
Yeah. So.
And we don't technically know that it can suck the life out of the bear or the carrier.
No, the only person in the group that knows anything about it is Torch, and Torch just knows what it is and where it came from. The abilities of this thing are intentionally vague and hard to find any proof of anywhere, because it doesn't want anyone to know what it does. That's not the point. Sorry, I got in character there for a minute. Anyway. Yeah, so you know how ridiculously powerful this thing is,
Mhm,
and it can possibly do everything it's telling you it can do.
mhm,
It also could kill you in the process,
mhm.
and possibly the rest of your friends.
How? Just because it's reckless?
Mhm.
I was okay with the first half of that.
See, I'm seeing how this is no different than any other battle. Something slowly trying to kill us.
Just thinking,
That's
like,
not
would it
true.
be all right if-
Donna was over there.
River would be willing to work with this thing at the risk of her own life to save the people in the city, though. River would.
Mhm.
So I think
I am going to,
use it.
sorry,
Go ahead.
I misjudged the gap. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I want to just announce that like, when I get nervous, I need my lyre. So I'm just going to pull it out and I'm just going to strum on it just lightly while everybody talks.
Okay.
I don't know why. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah,
I
no,
think I'd know by now.
it's on your skills.
There it is.
You got a +8, so this is a pretty solid roll.
Oh,
Jesus.
geez. Nice.
Okay,
Yay.
that's a 26.
I love how
no one's
consistent
surprised.
it is.
Even when it's not a nat 20, it's already ridiculous. Well, that's what it's like to roll a performance check as a bard. Yeah, when you hit your lyre, you hear that same sound that you've been hearing for the past few battles. It sounds like an animal. It sounds like it's almost like a growl or a very loud purr. Um, and I want you to make me a perception check.
That's, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That's not it.
It's right above your performance check.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh, thank you. Oh no.
For sake of Pete.
He apparently
Oh.
forsook
I
Pete.
thought it was.
Oh, actually,
11.
I'm sorry. You can roll that one with advantage. Because, yeah, you should have with that higher performance check. So you can just, oh, okay, there we go. Okay, that'll do. That'll do.
I'll do big.
Yeah, with an 18, you, as you're striking your lyre, you see something stalking in the darkness back beyond everything that you're. Let me see. I can move your piece to make it look right. I don't know why I'm trying to describe this when I actually have something I can do here. Theater of the mind. Here, just for sake, it's green.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm
Hey.
Hey. Concerned.
So this far away from you, you can just barely see these glinting green eyes. And in this sort of enshadowed alleyway, looking at you. And above, you see there is a hooded figure, humanoid, but you can't quite make them out. And then as soon as they see you notice them, they dart back down the alleyway.
Well, that's curious. Honestly, I didn't want to like steal the show or anything. I was hoping that maybe since like all these little things are connected, that maybe the liar would do something to the staff. So sorry.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty cool.
May I real quick?
Yes.
While this is going on, Amir walks over to the prisoners and just starts releasing them.
That's good. That's a good plan.
Amir
Well-
has complete trust in Brooke, does not fear her at his back at all.
And you already voted that you don't want to use Iron Spine.
Correct.
Okay.
But I
So,
trust your judgment. You got to make your own decision. So I walk over and start freeing the prisoners.
yeah, I would still like to hear from the rest of the party if what they would want.
It's scary to me that there's something that is controlling you. So I feel like it would be safer if you put it down, or if we put it someplace safe. But I will follow you, like whatever you do. Like, but that's just my like that. It makes me nervous that it has you under its grasp, and that ice on your hand is really scary.
Okay. Torch.
I'm for it, but
wait, you're for using it or not using it?
I'm for using it, right? Like it has a plan. She has some sort of control over it, or like it doesn't completely intact, otherwise we would be we'd be killing first floors right now. So
And
I don't know. I'm for it.
the one thing that both Torch and River know 100% is that this weapon was meant to be wielded by a wizard, a sorcerer, or a warlock, not a rogue or a barbarian. So the idea that Torch is interested in it does not surprise me in the least.
Mm,
Oh,
yeah, there's also that option. Like somebody else takes it instead of me. Somebody who has a higher wisdom. What's it? Stat.
Yes, a higher
Score?
wisdom. Yes, a higher wisdom score, a higher,
Yeah.
modifier.
I just want to like William. I gave my opinion. I'm gonna head towards Dado and see, just start kind of looking around to see what it looks like to try and get him out.
Okay,
And can Dido hear all of this is going on and give an opinion or,
no.
okay,
So,
so,
go ahead. I'm waiting for all of this to be done so I can start filling people in on what's happening in their individual things.
okay.
But
I
don't-
mean, I told everybody what's up.
Okay,
and
cool.
I,
So let's start. Was that everything?
I don't know. The people who voted on what they want to do and we're tied. So now what is my question? Do we need to?
May I ask one? Out of character kind of question?
Mhm.
You mentioned high wisdom save, right?
Mhm.
Anybody higher than a +6?
It's not save, it's check.
I have to go
Check.
get my charger, baby.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start filling this in and we can pick back up either way. So Emir declared that you're going over to help the prisoners. Tonks, you declare that you're gonna go over and try to help Dadu.
Where can I plug this?
Um, I've got a power supply under here. I like
What
power
reach?
stuff. I don't know.
I'm listening. I'll be right back.
Same.
Anyway. So Tonks, were you going to just go to the edge of the hole or are you gonna jump down in?
I was gonna wait for you to talk to me so I could ask what the terrain looks like.
Okay.
So I could make a decision on that.
So imagine a cobblestone street and
Oh, my legs. Sorry. That was really hard.
then in this street there is basically a circle of stones that has fallen out and down inside of this area. And then below you, about 20 something feet down, is another stone floor that looks like it's made out of like solid granite, and a tunnel that goes in either direction. And there is looks like a pile of all the stones that had fallen down that is just like barely leaking a bunch of liquid. It looks like a sewer.
Okay. I have a thing. I got really excited while you were talking. I believe I have a spell that I can make stuff out of existing material.
Fabricate, yeah.
I mean, I thought I did, but now I'm blind. So.
Fabricate. You convert raw materials into products of the same material. For instance, you can
Oh yeah, I
fabricate
do have it.
a
There it is.
wooden bridge from a clump of trees, a rope from a patch of hemp, and clothes from flax or wool. Yeah. So
Can I cast to try and make some stairs down to with the existing rubble? Brick? Cobblestone?
that's a smart way to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to make a roll for that.
Okay.
So let's see. Contained within a 10-foot cube or 8 connected 5-foot cubes. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's not a very like pretty staircase, but you were able to very quickly make a staircase out of the stones that were like littered around. And now you have an easy way to access this area.
Go ahead,
Emir,
sorry.
yeah, I'm gonna cut over. Emir, you're over and you're beginning to untie prisoners. Some of these people are people that you've seen before, some of them aren't. They're from various parts of the city. You can see some of them that have guild sigils and other ones that don't. Um, as you untie them, every one of them has the same question to ask. What happened to River? It's at that moment that you realize that these people are less concerned with what was just happening around them and more concerned with this cat person.
River is attempting to protect her country, her city, her home, and her people. You would do well to do the same, or stay out of our way. Those of you who wish to stand with River and protect this city, head to your guilds, man up, arm up, and do what you can to protect against this evil. Or
They all start
don't.
getting up and start walking away from Amir over to River. Are you hurt? Something looks wrong. And pairs of hands are all carrying you off towards the side of this marketplace where there are benches and cots and blankets, and they start trying to treat your wounds.
Aw. Okay.
Have we been traveling with the princess of the realm or something in disguise?
You don't understand. Everyone here loves River.
I mean, that I understand.
She's our hometown hero.
Well, I can't really argue with that.
You look around and you see that these people are all people you know. Some of them you've known for, decades. And even though they are currently in a very terrible situation, their first thought is about how they can support you.
In my head, I'm telling Iron Spine, see, these people are important and they can even help us. We have to protect them.
Love is a liability. It'll get you killed.
So be it.
A lot of you, they begin to go among their shops and bring out food and wine and ale and potions and all sorts of healing materials, and immediately begin seeing to you. So everybody here can use their hit dice to regain hit points the same way you would a long rest.
I'm assuming that doesn't include me, correct?
Well, you haven't gone up there yet, so not yet, no. As you start to see these people spread out and start helping all of you, Emir, make a perception check for me. Actually, you and Torch, make a perception check for me.
Hey, for Amir, that was rolling a Heather.
That's a damn good roll for Amir. Okay, both of you scored really well on that. So you start to see the remains of all of these bug creatures. The weapons that they were holding, the armor that was on them, begins to sort of melt, almost like candle wax, and rolls along the ground. Think the Terminator in Terminator 2. And all begins to clump together and run down into the opening into the sewer.
Like ooze, like in Flubber.
Not like ooze, think liquid like mercury.
But it seems sentient.
I didn't say that.
We could see this. Do we know anything else more about it though?
No, you just notice that it happens. Is it the oddest thing that's happened here? Not really. Is it something that is important? Who knows?
Because they're not under just some spell. If the spell is like removing itself and like retracting back to where it came from.
Does that mean Lord Danu can also see this stuff kind of starting to pour into the area that he's in?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's time for Lord Danu
Can we
to.
detect magic or sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
We don't really have initiative now, so basically it's in whatever order people want to do things. Just please don't do everything at once because it's hard for me to keep track of. So, were you trying to declare something, Ryan? Or
I'll let Kelly go first.
okay, go ahead. So, what's going on?
All right, just sort of curious if I could figure out what the heck it is. That's all. If there was any other action I could take to figure out what it is.
Sure. You
Like detect magic or something, right? Don't we have that? Hold on.
if you have detect magic, that will tell you the school of magic it is and possibly the spell. You can make an Arcana check, and even though it won't give you all the details of the spell, it will be able to detect whether or not it is magical, and if it's something that was, recorded, written down, like the same way about monsters or magic items. If it's something that's been recorded and you roll high enough, it's something that you could know. So you're welcome to either make an Arcana check or use your spell.
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Okay.
On the gooey stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do I actually have to hit buttons?
Do what?
Do I actually have to hit buttons?
Oh, yeah, if you're gonna do detect magic, let me look at what we gotta do for that.
I mean, if it's level 1 spell, you have to mark that you used a spell, right?
Mhm. Yeah, so detect magic. You do have to mark off that you used it, but let's see here. For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it's blocked by a foot of stone. Okay. And sheet of lead. Okay. Yeah, so if you're gonna cast it, then all we gotta do is use one of your spell slots. Boop, done.
All right.
And this is, let me be sure what you get again. So this is definitely magical. The aura around this thing is like vibrant. Think neon lights, like it just buzzes with energy. And you know for certain that this is transmutation magic, kind of thing that turns one thing into another thing.
That's cool.
Mhm.
That's a cool spell.
Mhm.
Can I get that spell?
You are a transmutation witch.
No, I mean in the game.
Yeah, sure. If you take some levels in wizard or sorcerer or something like that.
Heck no, I have too many options.
Come on, there's like 8 classes. You could be one of each.
That seems.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a few things here. All right, so obviously I'm not, battling the Oni anymore. Sad face to that. But I'm looking over and I see Amir next to me, and I've already grabbed the potions that Heather had sent down. And so the first thing I'm going to do with it is I'm just going to put both of those in my backpack. I'm not going to use one right yet.
Okay.
I'm going to go over to Amir, or not Amir, Emil.
Yeah.
Look at him. You know, obviously, I'm pretty sure I can tell that he's still breathing, right?
I need you to make a medicine check.
Medicine check. Go. There we go.
Hey, 18. That's
Nice.
awesome.
Good roll.
He is not breathing.
He's not breathing?
Oh,
Oh. Well, that's less fun.
So with your medicine check, you can perform basic things like CPR and try and revive this guy. Meanwhile, at the same time that you are having this check happen, Tonks is on the way down the stairs, I assume.
Yeah, well, before Tonks gets here, because you know she's one of those ray of sunshine people and everything, I'm gonna loot him. I need to search him down.
what?
Why am I not surprised?
Do
I
I do I need to do some kind of check for that?
remember he's covered in sewage.
Two things. Two things.
I wouldn't.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh, boom.
Okay. That 11 is not terrible.
Yeah.
And then I need you to make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Also with disadvantage.
No.
Covered in sewage.
No, the sleight of hand is just for him to be able to sort of pickpocket
I don't
Ain't
see
that
why
the
I
truth?
All right.
There.
Shh, 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 shh. Don't read ahead. Ryan rolled a 9.
I did.
That what we're laughing about. I did see
I
that.
mean, it failed.
So it is a failed sleight of hand check. But that's not the worst thing that could happen here. That's only a piece of something. Let me see.
You about to find a booby trap.
I mean, I would think it'd be more of an investigation check, but whatever. Not that that would help me out a whole lot here.
Does anybody have like an empathy spell we can hit Dado with?
Look,
Anybody?
we've got plenty of empathy on the team.
He's a warlock. They're immune.
Oh,
And,
oh,
the-
shit.
and at the moment, he's dead. It's
But
not
somebody
like he's
can revive
unconscious
him.
or asleep.
I like that before you try to survive him and before Heather comes, let's loot him.
What are we gonna tell him if we bring him back to life that the Oni took his shit?
No, of course not. I'm
Stop
gonna
giving
say
him ideas.
I'm simply going to tell him that while we were trying to resuscitate you and everything, I wanted to make sure nothing of your person fell into the wrong
All
hand.
of your personal items fell into my pockets.
No, I'm just holding on to them for safekeeping or for safekeeping. I mean, look,
Tonks, be careful when stepping in the bullshit.
exactly. I mean,
Oh,
you do
good.
realize that
Okay.
Lord Dadu can lie for a living,
Fucking
right?
shit.
So I knew that I'd put this somewhere. I actually made a character sheet for Emil just so that I could record all of the magic items he carries on.
Oh,
Oh, so we know exactly what we're taking from him? Nice.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is the thing he trades in antiques, hard to find, impossible to find items. So yeah, some of those are mundane, but also some of them are magical. So first things first, Ryan. Let me see, what was your roll again? 11. So that would get you. You can tell that his cloak is something special.
But it's covered in sewage now.
Uh-huh.
So is it still special?
It's soiled special.
Markedly unspecial to me.
Hey,
Well,
a
trust
magical
it,
shitty
it's-
cloak is still a magical shitty cloak.
It's just a shitty cloak.
Is it a magical shitty cloak or is it a shitty magical cloak?
A magical shitty cloak. No. I agree. The second one.
Okay, so with the roll you got, Ryan, you can find the items that are on his person. So let's go over that. You can tell his cloak is finely made, and you can see that beneath it, the finery that he was wearing isn't actually a piece of cloth, but it's elven chain.
Yeah.
And he looks to be wearing some sort of a ring. He also has, and if you want me to slow down, I can slow down to tell you more. He also has a potion of greater healing, a vial of acid, a flask of alchemist's fire,
Whoa.
a full set of alchemist supplies, 50 doses of antitoxin, 4,000 ball bearings,
Why?
a block of incense, a bag with 20 caltrops, a bomb, and a pipe of smoke monsters.
Okay.
You know, because you saw him earlier, he has a bag of holding, but it is not on him.
Okay.
If you want me to repeat any of that, I can, or if it doesn't matter to you, you can take it later because I have it on this list.
Okay, so I'm not gonna take his cloak. I'm not gonna take his shirt because I am planning on trying to make him live again. The other belongings though that he has, can I tell if any of it's like trapped or booby trapped or anything like that?
None of it looks trapped.
Okay, so I am gonna collect that. What's that?
The bomb that I told you so plainly exists in his inventory. It looks like it's something homemade, but it doesn't look like it's trapped in any way.
Yeah, I'm not going to be taking that off of him.
Cool.
But especially the alchemist fire, the vial of that. I do need to grab that for sure.
Okay.
Along with pretty much everything else you mentioned there. And then
Pipe of smoke monster. Did I hear that correctly?
Correct.
Yes.
That one I liked as well.
okay,
It's
now,
it's a wondrous item. But it's a common, so it's just sort of fun.
is Heather within sight of me and Emil at the moment here?
So Heather never officially declared that she was going down the stairs, as far as I'm aware. So I would have to check in and say, have you started heading downstairs, or were you doing something else?
Yeah, my plan was that I was gonna start heading down, to and like see everything and go, whoa,
Okay.
interact.
Yeah, I assumed that was what was happening. I just wanted to make sure before I moved forward with that.
So she might see this, although the rest of the team has no idea about the rest of it. At that, I'm going to pull out the Whisper Blade
Okay.
from its sheath.
Yeah.
Which means, it materializes out of thin air.
Right.
And at that, I'm just going to tap it to his forehead and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
I think that was genuine surprise that you just got out of the DM.
Yay.
I think so.
You touch a living creature that has 0 hit points, the creature becomes stable. Yep. So Emil now hits 1 hit point. And the moment that you lay your sword up against him, you can see him take 1 big breath and then puke out a whole bunch of that nasty water.
Hmm.
I'm so glad I'm on the other side of the courtyard.
He
As soon as
He
he does
doesn't appear,
that,
he doesn't appear to gain consciousness at all, but that kind of reaction tells you he's alive.
and as soon as he's done puking that water out and everything, I'm gonna take his potion of greater healing that I took off of his body and give that to him.
That makes it all
Very
better.
selfless of you.
It makes it all right.
So do I roll the dice for that or do you?
You can roll it since it was in your possession. So 44 plus 4. By the way, Ryan, he has 7 potions of greater healing.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I still have 6 of his left then.
So yeah, he's basically got the kind of things that you either need to prepare yourselves with or sell easily.
So what was it, 4d4 plus 4?
Correct.
So that should give him what, 16? No, yeah, 16 hit points back.
Yeah.
Is that enough to bring him conscious?
His total hit point, yeah, that'll make him 17 hit points. So yes, Emil regains consciousness. So Heather, we'll say that Tonks comes in about the time that you're able to see Dadu has a sword out. And then he presses it up against Emil, and then Emil pukes and then regains life. And
Oh,
Dadu is now in the middle of administering a greater healing potion.
So after he, opens his eyes and everything, I'm gonna sheath the sword, and then I'm gonna offer Emil a hand up.
Okay. He is still pretty badly injured, but your 17 hit points you gave him are enough for him to be able to get up and move around. He can do things now.
Now I'm gonna look at him very straight faced and say, if you ever fire on me again, I will destroy you.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I do. That's what matters.
Well, that was in character. That was very well done. That was
And at that, I'm gonna start helping him make his way up the stairs, so that
I will
hopefully
assist.
we can get around all them townspeople and hit up all their healing to save the greater healings that we have, because we're gonna need them.
For River, if we keep that thingy. Yeah.
Amir says this out loud while looking at the slime on the ground, but under his breath. Thorum, have you ever seen anything like that?
Not the like.
Oh, real quick and everything. With Amir covered, or not Amir, Emil covered in crap and everything. I'm also gonna cast prestidigitation on him to make him look all clean, like that way River won't freak out when we're around.
Thank you.
What does that do? Is it
Prestidigitation gives the illusion of either something being clean or dirty, or lots of other little handy things that I use.
oh, okay. Gotcha.
Did you
Yeah.
cover
So-
it?
It does. It also makes the taste change.
Oh, how nice of you, Dadu.
Yeah. So whatever might be inside of Emil's mouth is now tasting much better.
Poor
Oh,
Dadu.
that's magnificent for him.
Dude, I don't know. This isn't a thing I do often. I don't usually have people drown in sewage.
Oh, it's so gross. Can we not?
I can't tell you how much the 11-year-old loved it when I said that that's what happened in last game. You almost killed them with poop? Yeah. Are you allowed to do that? Yeah. It's so cool being the DM. Yeah.
Know your audience, buddy. Know your audience.
Okay. So yeah, Thorum doesn't have any idea. Dadu, your passive perception is a 16. You can smell it before you can see it. The smell of a piece of metal being stretched out over a forge. Sort of molten iron and smoke and steel. As you see this sort of long bead of, I'm just going to use that for description, mercury, begins to run past you and then down into the darkness. And you can clearly see it as it winds its way down and goes right up on the wall. And it said, "Told you so."
Which I'm gonna stop and turn and look to that and just say, it's nice to hear from you, Mother. And just kind of keep helping Emil up the stairs.
Excuse me?
So what is Tonks doing to all of this? Because you're down there too.
Yeah, well, I had declared that I was going to help them get out, but the smell is really getting to me. So I had a thought. Once we get out of the hole, can I try? Can I use my fabricate again? And does poop count as a mineral?
I love this game where I have to make decisions like that.
Where?
Damn, Heather, that was a really good question.
Poop count as a
Animal, mineral, vegetable. Those are the
Let me
options.
see here.
I think it's a mineral.
I mean, farmers use it all the time.
And it can be used as an explosive. It can be used as an additive. It can be broken down to its parts.
I went and I looked because I've got all the rules for Lyrica on the item. You can use an action to play the Fate Spinner to cast one of its spells. Once the instrument has been used to cast a spell, it can't be used to cast that spell again until the next dawn.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
I was thinking it'd be really neat to make a poop statue out of everything that's saturated in those guys. To maybe get them clean.
That's
I
why
don't know.
it's like, it is poop of mineral.
But if the smell's really getting to Tonks and she can't function, Lord Dadu can cast some prestidigitation on her as well.
It's okay. I can deal.
I feel like that gets an inspiration point if we should be able to do it. That's cool.
no, you're right. I'm going to give you an inspiration point for that. That's well played. Even if you can't play the spell again, that has me cackling.
Okay, well, I got half.
Yay.
The
And I have succeeded.
so far.
That's got to be on the top 50 list of things you'd never expect someone to say, right? I'm going to make a poop statue.
It's really the poop statue is great. Really, it's for the line. Is poop a mineral?
Right?
I'm gonna go get ice cream.
Okay.
Oh, I want some ice cream.
I'll be there in 2 days.
Okay, perfect. Bring me that stuff that you guys were
No.
talking about last time.
I think that you're probably going to be there in like 4 days because I won't be there to drive.
If something comes flying out at him, nobody warn him.
If it's flying, it's a ghost. So
Also, we need them for the rest of games, so we need to warn them.
Yeah,
That's
really.
fair. Amir actually steps towards Torch and says, "All right, where to next?"
Wait, we're leaving? Hold on. Wait.
No, we can't leave yet.
Yeah, we're not.
yeah,
Like,
hold on. Let me
Emil and
We still
Dadu
need the
healing going on.
I need
And,
to put Emil and Dadu on the map.
and we need
then
to help them finish their quest.
and then I
Right.
need to try to see if I can talk with my mother at all.
Is that out of character and stuff? Is that what that is? The Mercury? That's your mama?
Your mama's so molten.
It's her way of trying to talk with me, I think, is what that is.
Your mama personality
it.
is so toxic, she Mercury.
Yes. And
I wasn't good at this as a kid either. Just don't judge me.
There we go.
too late.
All right. Now here's our big pink tiefling. Tug with Dadu. No, I'm worried about that movie. Okay, and I can get rid of that because all the people are gone. So your whole group is back together again. And yeah, Dadu, you and Emil, the moment that you get over the side and onto the street, the townspeople immediately rush to try and help, and then all stop about 10 feet off, and then go and get buckets of water, and then come back to help.
So how do you use hit die to regain hit points?
So let's see, you are allowed to use there we go. You can roll one or more of your hit dice up to the total maximum and add your Constitution modifier to each roll. You regain HP equal to the total rolled. You can choose to spend an additional hit die after each roll.
But how do you know how many hit dice you get?
It should be on your character sheet.
I didn't quite hear all of that. Is there anything I need to know right now?
Not yet.
Not much has happened.
Let me see. Where are you?
Where are you? Every time you say that, it's all. Mhm.
Ah, okay. At the there we go. If you hit the short rest button, it'll give you your hit dice. So
Where is the short rest button?
up at the top of the sheet in the middle.
Okay. So I can just use these until I've got enough then?
Yep. Just make sure you mark them off on your sheet.
But it doesn't tell me how many dice I got. Or how many points I got.
What do you mean? If you go and you like click the little boxes down at the bottom, it'll give you dice to roll,
But it doesn't do that.
and then you click it, it should roll.
Yeah, that didn't happen for me. At least I don't think it did.
Did you click on short rest at the top?
Yeah. Yeah, there's something here that says custom roll and then it says 12. But yours said hit dice and heal.
Let me look. Okay, under short rest, I can see yours, Ryan. It says Warlock hit dice 1d8 plus 3, total 6. So you've got 6 hit dice. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah.
Okay, and then if you click the box underneath it, there should be another box that opens that says 1d8 plus 3.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah, I messed something up. No, that's not what I want. I want that. Put that. There we go. That's what I want.
There you go. You regain 23.
You're right. Now I'm actually gonna use oh wait, never mind. So I regain 23. Okay, well that's enough for me not to be dying. Yeah, I'm just gonna use 2 more. There we go. That's way better. That's fighting shape.
There you go. All right, yeah. So just with the amount of rest that you've gotten here, you already feel like you are doing a lot better than you were moments ago. If anybody else wants to spend them, they can get back their hit points as well. I'm looking at Tonks shows 38 out of 45 hit points. Emir is 67 out of 78.
Have I taken any?
River is 47 out of 47. You're good.
So is there a way for me to try to talk with the mercury that's been rolling and burning into the stone there?
There's none that's left here. But you do notice, you specifically, without having to make any type of roll, look around and see the remains of all of these like faux soldiers. And every one of them is without armor or weapons.
Hmm.
Anything different or interesting happening in the skies or in the area at all?
Make an investigation check.
Huh. I hit the short rest button, but my
Nice.
Very nice. That's a 20.
Mhm.
You look around the square and things look fairly normal. Nothing seems too out of the ordinary. However, there is a shop that looks by the outside of it to be some sort of an arms and armory vendor. And you can see through the slats of the closed windows that there is a fire burning inside.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's go investigate that.
This is a reminder.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the whiteboard because it doesn't really matter anymore.
okay.
Okay. William, you had said that you wanted to do something. What was that?
I hit the short rest button, but nothing seemed to change. So I'm gonna leave it as it is.
Okay, are you sure? Because I can help if you need it.
If you don't mind, I have no idea what I'm doing wrong here.
No, not at all. I'll hit short.
So I know what I did wrong with it and it could help you. So after I filled in the square, I hit the short rest button because that's what I thought I was supposed to do.
Right.
Instead of hitting the dice button.
Yeah.
So now, William, real quick, just hit the square next to it and does the dice button appear?
I will check.
Like,
No.
don't hit take a short rest, just fill in the square.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Nothing changes for you?
Nope.
It's okay. I can do it. So
Thanks, bud.
yeah, for sure. With your hit dice, you get to regain 1d10 plus 3 for everyone rolled. So how many would you like me to roll for you?
Just one.
This one? That's a 10.
That
So
should automatically update on your sheet.
77. So you're 77 out of 78 now.
And now it updated. All right, cool. Thank you.
Mhm.
And Amir is content. He's ready to go. He's ready to stay. He has nothing that he needs to do here. However, he does remember a certain dwarf that he is going to attack on sight. I'm just going to put that out in the universe.
Say, is there a dwarf that you're gonna attack on sight?
Yeah, there was this pissy dwarf that I couldn't take on the last time we saw him. But if I see him again, there's something about him that just irks me.
Okay.
Bad guy dwarves are like Dwow or oh, what's another race?
Duragar?
Are they evil? Or are they just Underdark?
It depends on what edition you're playing.
Hmm.
Durgar works.
So Ryan's declared he's going off into one of the other buildings. Emil is still with the group of you.
Oh,
Uh,
I asked her for Emil to come with me.
Okay, well, then in a moment.
Okay.
So Emil is still among you, and is haggard, to say the least. Brushing with death does that to someone. But aside from a bit of the 1,000-yard stare, he seems no worse for wear. And he sort of shakes himself and says, we needed to get to the shop, right?
Yes, yes, we do.
Well,
We should do that first.
on our way.
Okay, let's do that one first.
You can go a separate way, Ryan.
Yeah, but I still want to loot his shop.
Hold on. Loot before story. Priorities.
Yes.
Loot, then burn. Very important.
So the door to Emil's shop is barred from the inside. So he has to take the secret back entrance. That he thinks is still a secret to him or to everyone except for him and probably River. Because that's the way that the two of you came in the last time.
Mhm. Mordecai just tried to
Don't-
recognize.
Don't look, I'm putting in the combination.
Oh, okay.
He slides the door open and steps inside. Inside, it is a wreck. Like, it looks like every single thing has been pulled off of the shelves, and it's either been thrown all into a corner, or there is a chest that has a few things that have been stuck inside of it sort of haphazardly. All right, so we need the ring. Oh, hell. It's probably in one of these boxes. Can you help me?
Absolutely. Also, while we're here and everything, if you feel so gracious as to, want to donate any potions of healing toward, the fact that we need to go up against Ivor, and you saw what the Oni did, or anything else that you think could be really handy toward us, freeing your town so that you can go back to this fantastic shop you have.
He reaches to his pack on his side and finds that there are no potions in it. Curious. Reaches to the other side and finds that his bag of holding is also missing. That's worse. No, I am out of potions, it seems.
Okay, not a problem.
So, if you want to help with this, you need to make an investigation check.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. With disadvantage. Anyone's welcome to make this.
We're all together.
Yep.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
As far
Oh, we
like,
are. Okay.
he declared he was heading that direction. I assume people are following because that's where he's going, but that doesn't necessarily have to be.
Can I follow him?
Yes, absolutely.
Like, I'm still not.
You are under the effect of a nat 20 right now.
Okay, I just didn't know how long that lasted.
No, I said that that's good for the scene.
Okay.
Hey,
That's my
was
maximum.
everybody supposed to roll that at disadvantage?
Not yet. What?
Was everybody supposed to roll that at disadvantage?
Yes.
What'd you say, investigation?
Investigation.
Nice, Ymir. Nice.
Can't believe I did that, but hey, it works.
Okay, I got the same exact one.
Oof. Yeah.
Also, while I'm here, I am also specifically looking for the chest, like the one that the coins came in.
Okay. Then I'm gonna need you to make another investigation check at disadvantage. And I'm gonna wait until that result before I start describing this.
I
Oh,
just
I
want
got
to
a
declare
nat
that.
20. Come on.
Oh
How's
shit!
that feel, Ryan?
But
How's that feel?
disadvantage ate your crit.
What?
I said the disadvantage ate your crit.
Yes, it did.
How rude.
Right?
Disadvantage.
That would have been fun, a crit in this shop, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, the loot.
I would like to go ahead and roll again. However, in my head, I'm thinking, Thorum, is there anything in here that interests you?
I don't have any use for any of this.
Fair enough. So I rolled an 18 and a 19. So
Great, you got an 18.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for the ring.
Yeah, so first things first, Ymir, you don't find the ring. You find a box that's about think the size of like a pocket Bible. You know, just maybe yay by yay. It's pink and it has gold filigree across it, and there are pictures of unicorns all around the outside. And you open it up, and it starts to play a little bit of music. And you can see in there that there are places for 10 rings. There are only 3 in there, though.
Rings or coins?
Rings.
Rings.
This isn't Ryan. This is what Ymir found.
Oh.
So
okay.
with an 18, Ymir rolled high enough to be able to find the ring. However, what he found was a box of rings. So he doesn't know what is what, but he does definitely know this is special.
Mm.
Because I'm in character, I would actually turn towards Emil and say, I don't suppose this is important, or is this 3 of them, or is one of these happen to be it?
Okay. Before I answer that, I want to tell Ryan what his role gets him. Okay. But I'm going to immediately go to you. So a 12 on your investigation, and you find that they're inside of the huge pile in the corner. It's basically mundane items. It's mostly things that, like, yeah, they're technically wondrous items, but they don't do a whole lot of anything. And with a 12, you do find the case.
Okay. Can I put that in my bag?
Are you trying to do it without anyone else seeing you?
I don't mind if Emil sees me do it.
The question
Damn.
is, if you're
Well,
trying to make sure anybody doesn't see you, you need to make a stealth roll.
A stealth roll? Oh, I'm sure this is gonna go really, really well. Actually,
like
you know
walking
what? I'm just gonna ask Emil if I can have it.
Okay. Well, then let me finish up with Amir and we'll get to that.
Okay.
He rushes over to you and looks in the box and said, yeah, this is the one, and pulls one right out of the center. It's gold ring with a big pink stone on the top of it. It looks almost like a brain.
Nice.
This should do the trick. Who's going to take it? I've already died once tonight. I'm not ready for another one.
You were only mostly dead.
Why would the ring kill you?
Not the ring, but having it.
because then bad guys are gonna come find you because we need to give that to our wizard.
Thank you. At least he's following what's going on.
Mhm.
So, volunteers?
Amir holds out his palm.
And he places it very delicately in his hand.
Slips it between two fingers
Mhm.
and into the pouch built in for snuff and things like that.
Mhm.
So it'd be here close to my breast or
Mhm.
my, my heart. And then I stare at the other two and go, what do they do? Ha! I got the DM to think.
That one is either it's either a ring of armor or it's a ring of disposal. I can't quite remember. But the other one in there is a ring of spell storing.
I have that
I
one.
take the ring of spell storing out and I hand it to Torch.
It's not yours to give away. Just saying.
And then I
Emil
look
is-
at Emil
Emil isn't
and
stopped.
I ask him point blank, what do you want for that ring? Because I took on the danger and I figured that's a fair trade for that ring for Torch, but the ring of armor, what do you want for it?
Take it.
Wait, what's a ring? It's you said ring of armor or disposal.
Correct.
What's a ring of disposal? You put it on a dead body to get rid of it, or what?
Not exactly. You put the ring on, and it is irremovable, except for severing the finger.
Oh.
But while you have it, you are immune to necrotic spells.
As
I
in,
feel like there's a downside.
Well, yeah, you gotta cut your finger off to get it off. That's a downside.
You can just keep the ring in the rest of your life, but I feel like
Does
there's
that information bother Thorim at all?
Nope.
I hand Emil the box, and with the other ring, I put it onto my left hand pinky ring.
Okay. Did you say that you were taking the ring of spell storing?
no, he gave that one to Torch.
That's what I mean, is like you are taking it for the party, regardless of who it's going to.
Yes.
So when you grab for that one, he says, I need to warn you. That one's a little tricky. It doesn't do what most of them do. It's got a spell in it, and it's having a very hard time letting go of it.
Oh,
Spell is in it.
What?
What spell is in it?
Knock.
Do you happen to know what knock does?
Yeah,
It unlocks things, doesn't it?
it does. So I can go in here and bring up the actual thing.
Knocks, unlocks.
Yep.
Ah.
Do spells. There we go.
while you're doing that, I will point at the other ring and go, does anyone have any objections to me putting this on my pinky?
the ring of armor or disposal?
That's the one.
Well, it's one or the other. I'm not really sure.
I object. Because
Hey.
I want to know what ring of disposal is before I have questions.
He told you what it does. It's the one that makes you immune to necrotic stuff.
But
But
I can't find that on, is that a homebrew thing?
yeah,
Oh. Okay.
In character, Dadu's gonna look at Yamar and say, "Hey, I have no objection to you putting that on, but should you need that removed and everything, I'll queue up the Eldritch Blast for you."
So I've got the spell in front of me now. Knock. Choose an object you can see within 60 feet. That's the range. The object can be a door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, or another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access. The target is held shut by a mundane lock or stuck or barred. It becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If the object has multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked. If you choose a target that is held shut with Arcane Lock, that spell is suppressed for 10 minutes. So it even overcomes the Arcane Lock spell. So the things that can't possibly be unlocked, you can unlock. It says when you cast the spell, a loud knock is audible from as far as 300 feet away, and it emanates from whatever you've knocked on.
And can a ring of spell holding hold more than one spell?
Ring of Spell Storing can only hold one spell at a time.
Still, it's pretty handy to have.
It's a powerful little spell. And the idea of that, though, is you do have a magic item that you might be able to do something with. A Ring of Spell Storing is incredibly valuable, even if this one is a little bonkers.
This says a ring can store up to 5 levels worth of spells at a time.
Mhm.
But you're saying it only can hold one at a time?
Yeah, because this is a 5th level version of the spell Knock.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
I still hold it out to Torch and say, this is probably going to come in real handy.
It'll definitely get you out of a sticky situation, that's for certain. There is no prison that can hold you now.
If you're wearing the ring.
Well, the thing is that, yeah, you lose the ability to put another spell in it, but you have the knock spell always prepared.
See,
Yeah.
that's useful. Also, Torch, if Dotto ever gets us put in prison, rescue us, not him. That was out loud.
Also, don't forget to mark the calendar. He did say he was going to stay in the cart.
It's true. I have it right here.
I heard that down in the pit. Yeah.
So we have that.
Yeah, you've got those rings. And Ryan, you found your box.
Right. I'm just going to
and-
ask if I can
Yeah.
have it.
As Emil is finishing up with the rings, you tug that out, and it's heavy. Like it's probably 25 pounds. It's like a very heavy box. And you lug it out. And what did you say, Ryan?
I said, I'm going to ask Emil, hey, can I have this?
For what?
It's a really nice looking chest. I will roll deception if you want me to.
You don't have to roll deception. Regardless of what you need it for, he can't find a use or a value to it. Sure, everything in that pile is stuff that I was going to leave behind anyway.
Great. I'm going to put that in my bag. While I'm doing that, though, I'm going to pull out the broken x-ray ring.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask him if he can do anything with it.
Ooh, I might be able to with my tools, but it will take a little bit of time.
Okay. Yeah, if you can, that'd be great.
And he slides it into his pocket. Magical clothing items. Okay.
Always loot.
I am 1000% into finishing this part out, but we are already over time, so everyone's aware.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even realize.
I know, time flies when you're having fun.
Pretty fast.
Yeah, so make an investigation check for me.
Everybody?
No, Heather was looking for
What?
something particular. This is not going to be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Because your party has already started sorting through things.
Balls.
Well, that's still a 9, though.
Did you roll a William?
Is that what we're calling it now?
Tissues over there?
I mean, for you, that's definitely rolling a William. For William, that's just a good night.
with a
He's
cat.
not wrong.
Yeah, you look around and you don't find anything that looks like what you're looking for. Is there anything else? This is where we're gonna pick up next game too, so if anyone thinks of anything in between now and the next session, you're welcome to bring it up.
Super.
So, unless anyone has anything else to declare, we'll go ahead and stop things here. Did you have something, William?
Emil, do you have anything here to protect against a lich or undead creatures?
And that's where I'm gonna call game.
That's good thought. Well done.
You squeaked it in before the end, though. That's where we're gonna pick up. That's gonna be hell. All right, now I gotta work on that.
Yeah, give Miles homework. Good job.
Are we doing experience points tonight?
Yeah, I'll give out experience. Give me 1 sec. I don't need most of the things that I had open. I actually needed Emil's sheet, which I wasn't expecting tonight. Okay. So.
While we're doing that, did y'all see my Grand Canyon hoodie?
Oh, nice.
So pretty. I love the color.
Next, or maybe I'll take a picture and show you all the shirts I got from Carlsbad and Petrified Forest.
Yes.
It's the exact same style of shirt, and it's like Andy Warhol. There's 4 squares, and it's like these wacky neon colors, and the Carlsbad one is like bats and stalactites and stuff, and the Petrified Forest one is like obviously wood ring like things. It's really cool. I
Heck
don't
yeah.
do a very good job of describing it. This is the elevator music, but we've reached our destination.
Okay. So I'm giving with the 20 to overcome your staff, I'm gonna give you an option tonight. So either, yes, you,
Oh,
either the whole group can get more experience points, or everyone gets the experience points I already rolled, and you get an inspiration point.
what? Can you please? Say it again, please?
Yeah, I can make it even more transparent for you.
Yeah, like I need numbers.
So right now, everyone in the party is going to get 250 experience points for everything that happened tonight.
Okay,
In addition to that, because of your nat 20 that gave you the ability to control the staff for this entire evening, I'm giving you the opportunity to either take an inspiration point for what you did,
okay.
or I will add a modifier to the experience that everyone is getting to get more.
Ooh,
And an inspiration point can help out a whole lot in the right situation.
yeah.
On the other hand, though, XP is XP.
How much of it? I
You
don't
won't
get to
know until you do it.
I don't get to.
I'll let you know the number that you will get otherwise.
Inspiration. Inspiration.
250 points.
Okay. I'm gonna take the inspiration point, y'all, because I'm holding Iron Spine.
Yes.
Already
That's a great
started to
plan.
ice up my arm. So I
Yes.
think I need all the help I can get.
I think that's a pretty good move.
Thank you.
I agree.
So everyone gets 250 experience points tonight.
Yay.
Thank you. Sorry.
That should put us at 21,485.
Excellent. Oh man, tonight was so much fun. Thank you all for being here with me.
Miles,
Thank
when you
you.
get a chance, I would like that list of different stuff that I claimed from Emil.
Yeah, no
what
problem.
did you- How many points?
250.
No. How much should we have now?
Oh,
21,485.
21,485.
485.
Thank you. That's what I thought. That I wanted to make
are
sure.
you on your sheet, hon?
I did it myself.
I'm so glad.
Y'all, turn your computer so they can see me. Look, I have my own. Look, I have my computer.
Yay.
I'm doing the thing.
She's so
And
proud.
I have a cup holder on the side of the desk.
Heck yeah.
Ah. Um, Awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the recording off.